up the guitar in any situations, whether that be playing with a band live, or just picking up the guitar in a guitar shop, or playing to a track or a record or something like that, and being able to flawlessly improvise, making beautiful melodies, and then rip into some crazy, outrageous licks. To me, it always seems like there must be some hidden secret or something like that. And until the day that I found out a system that actually made me do just that. Having the theory, of course, of knowing the scales that pertains to the different chords and keys. But other than that, also being able to play some really, really outrageous technical licks. I remember back in the days, many years ago, I had a guitar teacher that said to me it was just not possible to play these very technical licks that I wanted to play in an improvisation situation, which I found out was just a ridiculous thing to say, because that's exactly what I'm doing. And if the little clip in the beginning gave you an idea of what I'm talking about, well, that's what I hope, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just improvising, from the heart, playing some melodies, letting the music inspire me to do whatever with the scales, but having points in the scales where I know exactly where to start and end a very, very technical, challenging lick. And so if you've had that, if you have that problem, or if you always wondered how is that possible to play very advanced licks while you improvise, this is what I want to show you. I want to show you the system, the exact system that enables you to do just that in my new program, Modern Shred. But not only that, also a variety of different scales that you can swap from one scale to the next, making use of most of those same licks. So what that does also is to make a lick very flexible, or some licks very flexible, and you can use them in many different scales, like harmonic and melodic minor and the major scale, of course also the pentatonic scale, but also weaving in and out of the different scales, creating whatever sound that you want. This always seemed like a mystery to me, but I've laid out the exact system that you need to follow to master this. And not only that, not like breaking into one kind of a crazy lick and then just being lost after that, but a system that tells you exactly where to start and end a lick, and from those points being able to go back into whatever melodic content that you want to play in when you improvise. So it's an amazing system. And other than that, I also want to show you my little lick that I played here when I improvised in the beginning here, and also talk a little bit about how you can make use of this lick in your own playing in exactly that way, actually. And also, if you got an email from me, you should be linked into a page where you can download both the backing track and the tablature and chart. So, but anyway, here we have the lick. And it's obviously a variety of arpeggios, major 7 and minor 7. But let's zoom in on the exact notes that I'm playing. So the first thing I do is I pull off from 15 to 11 with my little finger and index finger, and then I roll my long finger over the B and G string, pull off from long finger to index finger from 13 to 12. Then I move into the D string with my long finger, slide that down from a 13 to 10, and then I continue my sweep picking again. This is obviously sweep picking. So I sweep up here on the 8th fret G and D and B string, and then I hammer on to 11, and I do some kind of advanced tapping here. I tap with my long and little finger on the B string, 15, 18, and then I tap with my ring finger on the high E string, 16th fret, go back again to the B string, 18, pulling off to 15, and then I pull off from 11 to 8 here on the B string, roll up to 11 on the G, slide from 10 down to 8, and then I play 10, 6 on the A, and 8 on the low E string. And this is obviously something that needs a lot of drilling before you are able to play this at a satisfying tempo. I don't play it insanely fast. I think it actually is one of those mid-tempo kind of licks that gets the best effect from being played at a mid kind of tempo. But that's just my taste anyway. But the interesting thing is not only the lick, it's also how do I do stuff like this. I find a certain point, do an analysis and find why I can play this lick, and in this case I'm using it from the major scale, 7th position. So once I reach the last note in the 7th position, I go into the lick. And what I do is then I also know exactly where I'm ending here on the last note, 8th fret. And since I'm ending with my long finger, I don't necessarily go into the position that is the first note here from my long finger. I would then, in many situations, like to see it from my index finger. So here we have the 7th, 6th, 7th, 5th, and you can see that I'm here in the 5th position. So that means that when my lick is ended, find my way back into the scale. And what this does is that it enables me to play a relatively beautiful melody. Amazingly beautiful melodies, and combining that with over-the-top chops. So look out for a video from me in the next few days where I'll be sending you an email with a new video where I reveal the next step in this awesome system that enables you to shred while you improvise, and some new lessons as well. And so I'll see you in a few days.